What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? What's up, 413? We up in here again.
We up here again, man. You know the name of that song? That's the instrumental, and that name of the song is called "The Shiznit." So we about to bring the Shiznit here on the Big Hammer Show. What's going on, Jimmy?
Hey, back up a minute. I see you look like you got something brand new on over there.
Oh yeah,
Let me
yeah.
see
I
what you
got,
got.
I got some new threads, baby. I got some new threads. You know, we coming down here pretty soon. So when we go to breaks, we're gonna have something laid out for y'all. This is kind of like the mantra of the Big Hammer Show. For those that don't know, here we go. Read it out, Jimmy.
Big Hammer. Everyone wants to be a boss until it's time to do boss shit. Hey man,
That's right.
where'd you get that shit
Hey,
at,
hey,
man?
hey. Big things are coming, bro. Big things are coming, man.
Yeah, I see you over there. You over there spending company money, and I ain't finding out about it until the showtime starts.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
other
Jimmy,
than that,
Jimmy,
what you got?
Jimmy, I got you. Hold on a minute, man. Let me hold on. I got a little bit of a feedback right here, because you know I multitask over here. I multitask, baby. But Jimmy,
Yeah, I'm more too.
look towards the mail, man, because you're gonna be getting one. You're gonna be getting one, Jimmy.
Is that mine? Is that
That's
mine right
yours,
there?
Jimmy.
That shit
That's
looks
yours,
like it'll
Jimmy.
swallow me up, man. That looks like a nightgown. That don't look like no Jimmy
Hey, man,
shirt.
10 pounds, bro. Just slow you roll. it's a
That-
it's a large, Jimmy. You fit in it. You'll be all right.
I might need a medium, man. I might need a medium. Put that bitch in the dryer and shrink it up a little bit. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, shout out to you. We just coming in for a quick minute, fellas. Talk about some little previous shows, man. I'm gonna say hi to Black Ice up in New York. We got Outlaw in Virginia. Who we got? We got number 25 in the corn. We got Tony Montana. We got Fred and More Fred. We got Controller. We got Lil Squirt. Man, we Lil Man over there in Kansas. We all got them to the update show. This is not the official show. This is the update show. So we got big things coming. If you notice, we have two on skip. What is it? Super Bowl 6 skip. We transferred over to the Big Hammer Show on Facebook. That being said, I created that page, Super Bowl 6 Skip Talkers, back in 2013. So I did it when I did it kind of like a personal page. So it doesn't allow anybody to put Watergates or pictures. So what we're about to,
You're
which we're going to
breaking.
get it.
You're breaking real
Huh?
bad. Hey, 413, Mr. Daytona, you check your Wi-Fi over there, man. You're breaking real bad.
Man, I got, hey,
I think they're telling you in
y'all
the comments.
press 2 if Jimmy's wrong. Press 1 if y'all can hear me, and press 2 if you think Jimmy's wrong. Let's see what we doing like play talk now, man. But anyway, if I cleared up a little bit, he good now. Okay, he said I'm good now. But see, you made me lose my train. The Big Hammer Show, make our announcement on this competition thing. You guys are going to be able to put Watergates, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Jimmy, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
Well, a lot of guys, man, they've been doing a lot of talking, and they all want to know what's going on with the regions and where we're at with the competition and stuff like that. So we wanted to jump on here and we wanted to talk about all that. We wanted to hash that out and kind of set the rules and lay the play yard out on it. But before we jump into that, while we're on here on a Wednesday, let's go back. Let's kind of recap, like, I don't know, for 20 seconds or 15 seconds each cap of where we started, who we started with, and kind of like where we are current now of what's going on. Before I take off on that, shout out to everybody in the room. Appreciate y'all doing the switch. Sorry to interrupt you, 413, but you were breaking pretty bad on my end. I'm not watching it on the other, so I really can't see it. I just see it on my side. But shout out to everybody in the room. Big ups to all the people still supporting us and showing a lot of love on that end. Man, my throat. Need to clear it with a little cold beer. But let's go back. Let's go back and let's talk about the first one when we had Crack Carter on here. What did you get out of that? When we brought Crack on, what did you get out of that? What did you feel about that turnout and all?
Yeah, well, first of all, you know, when we started the show, we've been planning about it for a couple years now, and I told you, I said, man, we need to we need to with a bang. I said somebody that's gonna, you know, pretty much make us or break us. You know what I mean? And who better than Crack? Crack comes from way back in the day. He's been known, you know, for Big Hammer and good QSO and a lot of information from back in the day, and just the way his personality was, I knew he was going to be a great addition to the show to get it started. So on how the Super Bowl started, we indulged in that for a little while, and we're just switching it up. We'll eventually get back to the to that topic, but we're just kind of like switching up. But who better than Crack, man? You know, if you know Crack, you know what he's all about. He's a little edgy, you know, but everybody's different.
Yeah,
That's
Crack.
what's the beauty of the show.
Yeah, they're telling you, they're saying you're still breaking up. But Crack, yeah, I don't know, might be some Wi-Fi or something. Crack, you know, he brought a lot to the table when Crack was Crack when he was on the show. You know, like you say, you know, Crack made us or broke us, but you know, Crack stood with us, man, and he brought a lot. And every time I think back at where we are now and where we were then that night and how it all took place and how it all unfolded, it's crazy, you know, all the comments and all the phone calls and all the love and support and stuff that we've got since Crack's been with us. But it's like, you know, I feel like Crack will always be a part of this show, you know, because he was the first one on the show. And we have to do like a recap and bring Crack back, but we got to leave his cape and his in the dragon and all that. We got to leave that sitting over there.
Yeah, I think I might have. I think what happened.
Yeah, we got to tell him, and we got to tell him to leave the cover on his stuff too. We got to tell him to leave the cover on his stuff too.
Yeah.
But
he incriminated himself.
He incriminated himself. That's Crack though. That's Crack. But then we had Miss Foxy, you know, and I learned so much about Miss Foxy, you know, and all that. And it was just, man, to hear her side and where she had come and what she had done and where she is now and, you know, semi-retired. It's just, man, I learned so much out of that one. What about you?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you know, I know Foxy from way back when she was BB's technician, and me and her kind of bonded into a friendship. She wasn't only my technician because I ran a couple of her boxes back then, a 16 pill and an 8 pill and stuff. But she's a great person, and just to hear the stories, you know, things that people don't know about, you know, that she brought up, you know, with her, how she learned stuff from Dominator, and you know, had some good stuff, man. And so I think I'm not breaking up anymore. I think with the problems playing in the background, it kind of overloaded my voice. So hopefully I got it all squared away for you guys, because I don't want to be sound all choppy.
Yeah, you're for some reason tonight. I don't know. Maybe did you pay your internet bill? I'm sure you paid your internet.
It's paid. I got to check with my IT. I think I spent and didn't pay the internet.
Yeah, you're choppy. You're choppy for some reason, and we're streaming it through our regular place. I don't know why it's so choppy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But we're gonna have to roll with it, bro. I'll just
roll with it.
Roll with it.
So then we had the Dave Made guys on. The Dave Made guys, you know, they brought a lot of knowledge to the table, you know. And we learned a lot about the Dave Made guys. Good guys. Shout out to them. Hope to see them soon. But you know, man, then them Dave Made boys. Hey, you know, I got to keep it 100, man. Them Dave Made boys, boy, they woke folks up, man. Them damn Dave Made boys, they didn't do nothing but wake. I think they woke the world up, you know. And then they had their update when they come back to Facebook the next day. That shit was priceless, man. It's just all good for the game. It is what we do, man. It's the game we play. It's a competitive sport. It's a competitive hobby, you know. So it's just all part of it, man. But I don't know, to get on into where we're headed. But hey, we learned a lot. We're still learning a lot, you know, with the love and the support that we get from the viewers and stuff. I think this is still steady, and I think it's steady strong, you know. But like I say, to get back to the main picture here, what we popped on tonight for, after you worked all day, I worked all day, And the main thing is we wanted to get on here and we want to talk about the Big Hammer Award. You know, the hammer going out to these guys, kind of like the laydown of the regions. We're going to start off with a Northeast corner. Some people was asking me, they was dropping me in my box and they was asking me, why did you choose the Northeast corner first and this and that? And the Northeast corner, man, if you look back, the Northeast corner is, man, there's a lot of competition coming out of that corner.
Absolutely.
There is some heavy hitters coming out of that corner up there. So that's why me and you, we wanted to go with the Northeast corner. But we're going to be here. We're going to talk about who's going to vote, how we're going to vote, and all the states in that Northeast corner up there that me and you have chosen to be into that category. So.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to try to keep it on the minimum because they say I'm breaking up, you know, so I don't want to kind of ruin the show. But whatever you want, whatever you go, I'm rolling with it, man. I did want to bring up a shout out to Blackjack, new kid. Us in the back. Out to the IT guy, ladies, Erica and then Jude. Any shout outs you want to give before we get into this Northeast corner?
No, just jump off if you can real quick, and then try to log back in and see if that'll reboot you on your side.
I won't be able to because if I log out, everybody gone. So I'm just gonna.
Okay, so
yeah, but it ain't gonna happen Friday because I'll make sure I have a hardwire. I'll be hardwired in.
Oh, you're going hardwired. Okay, well, I'm in the woods, so there's no hardwire for me. It's just Elon Musk tower sitting on the acreage out back out there. But currently I don't look like I'm having too many difficulties, but okay. So what we got, I'm just going to start it off. We're not going to talk a whole bunch of how the whole rundown and all of the states are going to go into play. We're going to stay with the Northeast corner. We're going to talk about the Northeast corner. Today's the first. So all the guys out there that, you know, we have some guys out there that's already there, you know, they've been running since Sunday, you know, and they've been posting gates and stuff. Another thing is too, I want to tell everybody this new page that he set up and put together. We did that and kind of got away from Super Bowl VI is one main factor is where you guys can post on this page because this is a group page now. And I think he covered it earlier by the way he had built the other page. So this page is set up to where you guys can come in here and you can post these gates because we're not going to have time to run these gates down all over the place wherever you guys are posting them. Most people post in JD's water gates. Now listen to me real good when I say this. I'm not knocking JD's page, not one bit. You guys continue to post the gates in JD's page. We don't want to take from JD's page off his platform at all. But if you take 10 minutes and you post the gates over there, post the gates in here as well. That way we can see the gates very easily. The viewers can come here and they can see the gates very easily versus running back and forth both pages and trying to keep up with who we've got on this thing and who we don't have on this thing. Other than that, that's just kind of why we did what we did to make it easy all the way around the table. So if you post over there, post the gates on this page also. Another thing, we wanted to do it and keep it as fair across the board. Now, notice we take into consideration that we're not going to make everybody happy in this, and that's very, very hard to do. It hasn't been done before, and it's not going to be done after us or whatever. So we're trying to format it. We're trying to lay it out a little bit different, and we're trying to make it as fair and simple as we can, as what we think we can. So we're starting off with the Northeast corner. We got 7 state regions, you know, then you have 8. We're going to put Hawaii. We're going to put the state of Hawaii all by themselves. That's how we're just going to do it. We're going to put Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and Barbados into one region. That's how we're going to do that. We're going to put the United Kingdom into one region. We're going to put Australia and New Zealand into one region. We're going to put Florida and both parts of the Bahamas in one region. That's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm getting PMs on that a little bit earlier. How's Florida going? How's Florida going? And take into consideration that I've taken myself out. I'm not even on the radio, but I'll be on the radio very shortly. So I'm not even going to be in that because that's conflict of interest.
That's right.
413, Mr. Daytona is not going to even consider running. He's not going to be nowhere in the running because we're on the show. It's conflict of interest for you guys. So that's just keeping radio 100. We're not going to do this and be a part of this and still try to compete in the game. I'm blowing up over here right now. So we're not going to even be in the middle of that mix. So Florida, you guys in Florida, we're going to put you with the Freeport and Nassau. Both those parts of the Bahamas are going to run with Florida because they talk skip with Florida, and pretty much everybody on the sand pile knows this. So the states in the northeast corner, you guys listen up. If you're planning on taking off and you're planning on running this, we actually start today. Most of you guys have already known where we are. We've already been talking. You guys have been on since Sunday. That's fine. If you have gates already out from Sunday, which Sunday you do, go ahead and put those gates in this room. Post those gates. All you have to do is just make it very simple. Here's my work. Here's my gate. Lottie-dottie-dottie. Post the gate. Keep moving. So the northeast corner states are going to come down to New York, Pennsylvania, Bermuda, Delaware, Maryland, Maine, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Vermont, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, Washington, West Virginia, and Virginia. Now, a lot of guys are saying, whoa, 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 well, here, whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, here, look. Some of these places, there's not relevant CBers that's even, that's currently talking. Most 99.9% of the time there is, but there might be one or there might be two that there's not a current relevant CBer that's coming out of there. So don't hold me to that, but that's pretty much how we're laying it out. Now you say, why are we laying it out like that? We have to break this up in this type of format and this type of pattern that we've got driven between us, because we can't be 20 different regions. So we're going to break it up. We can go northeast, we can go top side, we can go far left side, down, back across through the middle, and go all the way to the south. But here's the key kicker on that. We're not going to tell you guys, not until the last minute, of where we're going. What we're going to do, Mobile base station, all yeah, we'll get to that minute. We'll get to that. And I got PMs coming in talking about mobiles. We'll get to that. Or I'll go ahead and I'll get to that. Yeah, because I
run
got
what you brung. Pretty much run what you brung. There's no rules.
Yeah. So listen, if you guys have got a mobile out there and you're backed up in your neighbor's yard, or you're backed up in your yard and you're hooked to a tower and a beam, stop all that bitching for the haters. Forget about it. That shit's irrelevant on this show. That shit don't even play into this.
You got a walkie-talkie that does 50,000 watts. More power to you.
Yeah. Bring your voice to the gates. Whatever it takes to get you on 27.025, to put you in the mix, to get you a shot at this title, then that's what you do. These guys running around putting drones in backyards and running the mail truck by the house and all that, that shit's for the birds, man. That shit's for a bunch of sissies. We ain't got no time for that shit. If you're running a mobile, you're beating base stations, that's not my fault. Tell them boys, stop crying and start buying. Hook that shit up, continue to do what you do to make it happen for you, and go ahead and get in the competition. So what I was getting back to before I got that is, we're not going to tell you guys where we're going after the northeast corner, because we don't want you guys to fall asleep. We don't want you guys to be like, hey, I got 3 months before I got to get 10-8, or I can get my money right, or I can do this, or I'm currently down right now and I'm not ready. Hey, look, if you're currently down and you're not going to make it, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you just going to have to take off with what you got and better yourself on the roll. We're looking for high competition. We're looking for stations that can rock and roll, hold QSOs, and have a heavy hammer out there and stay current and relevant to the bowl every day for the next 30 days. That's what we're looking for. Absolutely. How's your Wi-Fi over there?
I'm still probably breaking up a little bit, but I'm going to give it a shot. Like Jimmy said, run what you brung. It starts today. So those guys that are, thinking that Sunday counting, it starts right. Today's the first. We're going to start off today fresh, clean. We're going to vote here next. We're going to talk about the voting, and we're trying to keep it 100% radio, 100%. So in other words, when it comes down to voting, I know you're going to touch on that, Jimmy. When we nominate, which we're going to speak about in a minute, when you nominate a station, we can't nominate somebody that was 10-8 and 19 because it ain't gonna. I'm gonna call you it because we got the form to do so. So if you try to be slick and get somebody that ain't relevant, I'm gonna call you out. Matter of fact, I'll ask you why you dominated that person. What we're trying to do is get people that are current, starting today. Everybody starting off. It's like a playoff system. It's gonna be everybody has an opportunity.
Yeah, are we still streaming? Because I'm getting texts coming in talking about nobody sees anything.
Yeah, I think it cut off.
I don't know. It says live here. It says everything's good.
Yeah, I see the live. I see the live.
Everything's
I don't see the
good.
comments. Is everybody still? Is people comment? You see people in the room?
Thumbs up. Keep going. Let's roll with it, man.
Yeah.
I've watched the show
You're out of
afterwards. Recording.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're good.
you're
We're
out of
doing
there,
thumbs
man.
up.
You're out of there. You're all over the place. I can't even hardly hear you. I'm losing you. I only got about maybe 15% of that. Okay, so where we are is if you're out there and you got gates coming in, and you got people, well, let me say it like this. The people in the viewing room, they're going to be the people, doing the voting. But listen, I'm going to ask you to set your feelings aside. Set your feelings aside because a lot of people have fan base in this game. And this is a time into a place to where you got to be real. If you can't be real with yourself, you can't be real with nobody. If there's people out there, say there's 15 CBers and they're coming into this competition and they start off, from today and they run from 30 days. If there's people in your minds that you think that are 10-8 out there and you really don't care for them 10-8, operators, don't hate on those guys and try to duck them and dodge them and try to do some shisty shit and go around them and unvote them or not acknowledge them or vote for another guy because it's going to be into question. Now, we're not a court system and we're only hosts, but I'm telling you right now, most everybody knows me as Jimmy from Pow Talk. And I'm telling you, if I see some bullshit come across the table, then I'm going to ask y'all in the room. I'm going to say, okay, so we got 65% vote on this dude right here. Now, I clearly know what this dude's doing out there because I've heard his gates, and I'm just going to call you on your shit. So just pay close attention and keep it radio, keep it real. You know what I mean? Now, I can't persuade and make somebody vote for something. I'm not saying that. But if I see some bullshit, I'm going to call it. You know what I mean? So pay attention to what you're voting for. You're only going to be able to vote one time according to this poll system that we got. You're not going to be able to log out and come back in and do all that. That's not going to work. So it's pretty legit, the system that we're going to use and we're going to run with. And that'll be fair to the competitors. And that's fair across the board. So pay close attention to what your guys are listening to, and let's keep it clean. Let's keep it fun, and let's keep it about the hobby and keep our feelings out of it because everybody's got their fan base. I've got mine. You've got yours. If the guy's putting in work and clearly that the guy's dominating out there, hey, we got to be true to the game. You know what I mean? What we're looking for is we're looking for stations that can run for the next 30 days on a consistent basis. We're not looking for 3-minute key Johnnies out there jumping up and down Jack Car Willies and all that shit. We want guys out there holding QSOs. We want guys out there cutting radios off. We want guys out there proving their stations can run in other regions, at times, Mother Nature permitting, whatever, however. So, we're pretty much out of it, but we're not illiterate to CB radio. Myself and 413, we're not mud ducks. We ain't never been no mud ducks, and we understand the game truly, but we're fair about the game. And we're just going to keep radio 100 and give these competitors the respect and the platform that every one of them deserves of putting money into this. Most of these guys are going to have their boxes checked out. Most of these guys are going to put money into their stations. for upcoming, now that they know that this competitive level is where it's at now. So these guys are going to spend money. And as my job, I'm going to make sure that these guys across the nation and back have a fair platform. And that's why I won't be able to make everybody agree and understand exactly what me and Mr. Daytona has put together here. But I did explain it to somebody earlier. You know, we can't come up with 20 regions. I mean, we're already sitting on like 12 regions right now, 11 regions, you know, and there'll be people that we can't, you know, make happy, but it just is what it is. Everybody's not going to be happy in this. So that's pretty much it. I want the viewers to know that you are going to be the voting. And what we will do is, I think Mr. Daytona understands this more. I think this was his side a little bit more than mine, but the bits and pieces that are you breaking up over there now, Vinny? You want to try to run with how the voting is going to come in through the first week and the second week and then the third week, and then by the fourth week, it was going to be down to like 4 CB superstars. And then that Friday or that fourth week of the month, they were going to take those 4 people, and then that was going to be our hammer. Our hammer award was going to go to that winner out of that Northeast region.
Yeah, I'm hoping I don't break up, but my internet's pretty bad today. I don't know why. But what we're gonna do is we're announcing the Northeast corner today. So from here on out, you guys at Northeast corner, strap up. Everything's gonna be Friday. On the show, we're gonna have you guys nominate 15 stations. What you guys gonna do is you're gonna nominate who you want, and by the end of the show, we are gonna tally it up, and we're gonna get. Now, if you guys don't agree with the numbers, you could go back to them yourself. So every week, you want to try it again, Jimmy? It's bad, huh?
Yeah, you're breaking real bad. Listen, so I just got a text come in. So those that competing have to post their own gates. Yes, sir. What we're doing is we're asking you to post your gates in JD's page, and you can post your gates in here. And then that way the viewers that's coming in here and they're on this page and they're looking at it on this page, they can see what you guys are doing. It's going to be like to help the viewers out. It's going to be to help the voter viewers out, if that makes any sense to you guys. The viewers in this room are the ones that's going to be voting weekly on this. And that's kind of how we've laid it out and how we got it formatted. There was one other thing that I was thinking. Oh man, this didn't go as well as I thought it was. I should have. If I'd known your Wi-Fi was going to be out.
Oh, a couple people saying that I'm good, so I don't know what's going on. So if anything, let me just roll with it, and if not, you could just piggyback on it. You know what I mean? That's all I could do.
I want you to touch on the spot of where the voters are going to come in, and they're going to do the weekly deal.
Like I said, next week, we're going to have 15 nominees. The following week, we're going to break it down to 10.
Right.
The last week, we're going to have 4. And 4 being because it's going to be an automatic poll system to where you're allowed to vote. And then watching the show will one time only. And to where you can vote as they're coming in. And from that, we're going to we'll call the winner. That's for that one region. Then, we're going to go jump to another region next day. A lot of people are saying 30 days. A lot can happen in 30 days. We're not going to drag it out for 6 months or a year and wait for everybody to get a belt. We're going to do a hammer down for 1 month straight. We're going to move it on. Good thing about this thing is I was going to plan on going from the Northeast, Midwest, Northwest, and so on, counterclockwise. But that's advantage. Everybody else will have an opportunity to get ready. So after the Northeast corner, we don't know where we're going to go. We might go to the Southwest corner. We might go into Heartland. We might go Northwest corner. You guys are going to be on your toes. Remember, this is for fun. You know what I'm saying? So we want everybody to be on their toes and have everybody.
Right. That's exactly right. I want everybody to be on their toes. I don't want people to know exactly our next move until it's time for us to move, because it's going to make the competition even hotter, and it's going to keep the competitive level where we're wanting the competitive level to be. The next biggest thing is is we've touched on all the Northeast, New York, Pennsylvania, Bermuda, Delaware, Maryland, Maine, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Vermont, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Washington, West Virginia, and Virginia. Yeah, so we have Bermuda in there. Just got a text in there. Is Bermuda in there? Bermuda is in there, and Bermuda's going to run in the Northeast. And then and for people, if you remember back, Bermuda's always ran in the Northeast. Bermuda ran when they were running all that stuff before. I'm pretty sure 100%. I'm a gambling betting man. I'm pretty sure that Bermuda was running with the Northeast corner. They were not running with the Carolinas. Yeah, Double Trouble was running with the Northeast. So the main people coming into the room, supporting the room, they're going to be the voters in the room. And we touched base on, we're gonna oversee everything. We're gonna overlook everything. Don't come with no crazy stuff. Keep it real, keep it fun, keep it legit. Realize that there are competition levels and people are spending money in this. They want it to be fair. That was the biggest question that somebody brought to my attention. They're like, man, how do we know this shit ain't going to be shiesty? How do we know? We don't know anything. I'm about to have to turn this phone off. We don't know anything. We can't promise nothing, but all we can promise you is we're 100. So we can do it. We can do it to the best of our ability to guarantee you that things will be run on a legit platform, and we'll be watching everything. And if anybody has any issues or whatever, they can always PM us. If you've got any input, if you don't agree with something, you can give us a PM and you can tell us your input. We're glad. We're open doors to hear everybody's input about this, even after this show's over. If you got an idea, you feel like you want to, chime in and let me or 413 know something, hey, we're all open ears. We're not professionals about this. We're just trying to lay this out in a good, entertaining competition platform and make it fair across the board. That's pretty much it. That's where I'm at. I do want to touch base, though. My mind scatters. We got big plans for this. So after we go through all these regions, we're looking at 11 regions, you guys. After we come with 11 regions, okay, so that's 11 months. That's 11 months worth of competition right here. So that's big, right? 11 months. After 11 months is over, you say, oh, okay, this person won, that person won. So we're taking those 11 winners, all right? And we're going to put those 11 winners into a poll. And then we're going to come up with a World Boss Trophy. One World Boss out of those 11 regions. Hear me again. So we got 11 regions. That's 11 awards for you guys. Okay. 11 awards for you guys. Then we'll take that month of that 12th month. Okay. That's a whole year. And then we're going to create a World Boss out of those 11 winners. So it just don't stop right there. So, we're adding this in. We're putting this into the show. The show's still going to go on. We're still going to continue to do what we do. We're just going to work this in, and we're going to keep up with this. We've got grounds. We've got feet on the grounds. We've got Postmaster. Postmaster is going to be doing a lot of stuff over in Hawaii for us. Big shout out to Postmaster. I think Postmaster, is he here with us tonight?
No.
Okay, Postmaster. Okay, so he's not going to be jumping on here, but Postmaster is going to be doing a lot of leg work on the grounds. He's going to be doing a lot of video and for us in Hawaii. So that's going to give us a real good idea of what's going on over there with those guys. And I spoke to them guys earlier, a few of them, and they're super excited. Like I say, when we do Hawaii, a lot of guys wanted to know about Hawaii. We're putting Hawaii all by itself. So I'll go back over this. So we got 7 state regions. Hawaii's running in a region by itself. Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and Barbados is going to run in their region. Okay, that's a region. Trinidad. Sorry, excuse me. So we got Jamaica, Trinidad, Puerto Rico, and Barbados. Four of those is going to be in one competition region. Okay. So then we have Australia and New Zealand, one region. United Kingdom, one region. And we have Florida and the Bahamas. So all the Florida and the Bahama guys, listen up. Florida and Bahamas, all of you guys, y'all are all running for one region. So I mean, that's pretty much, I'm pretty open. I mean, I've covered everything that I pretty much wanted to cover. Pay close attention to the gates, everybody. Watch the gates. We're going to be watching the gates. Like I say, I stress to you, we're not running all over the place. We're not hunting gates down. We're not calling you guys. We're not going to babysit you. Put the work in, put the gates in. We'll do our daily things. We're still going to go to Pow Talk. We're still going to hear the gates in Pow Talk. Nothing's changing in our daily activities. So if you put it out there, we're going to still continue to get it. The only thing is both of us ask you to put it in this room to where we do not have to run down the hall and around the corner to go get the gates. Just put them in here to where we can grab them very quickly. And the viewers that's in this room and coming in and out of this room, they can do what they got to do too. Try it and see if you got audio now.
Yeah. Listen, I agree with what you're saying. And it starts today, guys. Northeast corner starts right now on the 1st. And we'll start the next region next month on the 1st. Like he said, we're going to try to fit everything in. Next week, we're going to get 15 nominations. 15 in the Northeast corner. We're going to get 10. And then the last week, we'll have 4 with a live poll, and we'll choose the winner from that live poll.
Okay, so what we got now, and I want to apologize in front of everybody because I'm human, and me and you have made a mistake. So
Okay.
What we got to do is we got to come back in here and we got to figure the Canadian guys in. So that'll put us, if we add Canada in there, because I don't have Canada nowhere on my paper that we've been doing all week.
Okay.
So I do apologize for the Canadian guys. So what we can do is we will just do we'll do Canada all by itself. We'll get, I tell you what, we need somebody from up there to reach out to us and give us a 21 to where we can actually, go over that and kind of rework that. And then we can update but we're not going to overlook it. I can guarantee you that. We did miss Canada, so we can add Canada back in there and we can get Canada. That's only 12 regions. If we add Canada, that's 12 regions. So I have no problem with doing that, but I would like one of the Canadian guys to reach out to me or reach out to Mr. Daytona and get in contact with us, and let's talk a little bit more about that. But I do apologize again. We're only human, so it is what it is. But I got the text, and I will get that. We'll just add it in there as a more region.
Leave anybody behind. We don't want anybody to feel like we're forgetting about them. But guys, I know I got a couple comments in here. What about the mobiles? What about this? It's all run what you brung. That's just going to pretty much be the rule set out. You get out there, do your thing, whether you're in the mobile, whether you got a 10,000 pill, just go at it and see what you know what I mean? Like I said, we're going to be watching. We're going to see some Watergates. And you guys are ultimately going to be the ones that vote. The people that are going to win will be from their peers. So I'm not voting. Jimmy's not voting. You guys are going to 15 nominees. Then we're going to keep repeating myself, but I want to make sure we're clear on it. From 10, we're going to go to 4. From 4, it's going to be a live poll. And from that 4, we're going to choose the winner that day. Just trying to make it clear, because I don't want anybody I don't want any discrepancies. So that's the way it's going to go down.
No, there's no rules. There's no rules to this. The rule is get the radio, turn the box on, hook it to the antenna, and get to talking. If you want to get into this, this is your chance right now to take off on this and run as hard as you can run and do as much stuff as you can accomplish. And I promise you, if you do that right there, you're going to be looked at and you're going to be noticed. We're not going to allow nobody to criticize about beams hooked to mobiles. I don't give a damn if you got 255 ride around antennas. If you're whooping ass out there and you're coming out of the northeast corner, man, as long as you're cutting ass out there and you got a maul and you got a hammer, let me tell you something. You will be looked at and you will be noticed. Guys out there, now this question was asked to me. Guys out there running, smaller amplifiers. I don't give a damn what size your amplifier is. If you might have a 2500Z box on a 90-foot antenna, and you might can whoop dudes on 220s. That's not my problem. That's their problem. You're dominant. You're talking on what you talk on. Run what you brung. There ain't gonna be no bullshit. We ain't gonna play that kind of shit up in this on this cast. We're just not gonna get into it. We're not gonna entertain it. This is a whole nother level right here, and this is a level for respect, maturity, and a good platform, a level-headed platform. You know, we're trying to keep it level-headed. So just fire your stuff up, man. Put your heart into it. Keep it radio. Do what you got to do. And it just is. There's always going to be a winner, and there's always going to be losers. So, you know, but my main motto was, if you don't know how to become a loser, you'll never be a great winner. You got to learn how to be a loser. You got to become a good loser to be a great winner. So, you know, you just got to suck it up and deal with it.
Absolutely. Black Ice got a quick question I want to touch on. It said, my question, is it okay for someone who can't post, can have somebody else post their gates, like Big Boss and Connect are posted by Double Nickel? Yeah, third party doing somebody else. I think it's okay, because there's some guys that don't have, you know, internet access or whatever the case may be. Look at me. I'm struggling with my internet right now, but
yeah, I got no problem with that. Guys. Yeah, it overtalks you. I got no problem with that. I mean, I know you don't have no problem with that. Big Boss out there, Super 10-8 dude, been around for years. When whoever it is that puts Big Boss's gates together or shows what the work Big Boss has been doing, just put in there at the bottom, I'm putting this in here for Big Boss. Keep it short, keep it simple. You know, don't get all crazy having like 8 people do it or whatever. Once we look at it, we're going to see, you know, hey, that's the same dude doing it pretty much on a regular basis. We're going to take it for what it is, and we're going to run with it. You know what I mean? So no, as long as we can, however you got to get here, get here. Nobody's going to be discriminated. But I don't know if you covered this earlier. All this legend talk and all this and all that, people voting for, you know, legends way back when and all this. If that legend don't start talking and talk for these 30 days, that legend can't be in this competition. You got to be relevant. You got to be current. You know what I'm saying? You got to take off with this, and you've got to run the next month, you know, like right now in the living live color. You know, just because you had a guy out there. Yes, starting today. Just because you knew Joe Blow and he was a boss and he had 3 world belt titles and he was this and he was that, if that dude is not willing to take off and run starting today for the next 30 days, then this is not the competition, you know, that guy can get in. We're looking at people that can take off today. Most of them have already took off since Sunday and run all this month right here, and then us vote a champion in here within the 30 days. That's what we're looking at.
Somebody asked if it's just based on gates.
No, I mean, but we're gonna gates are gonna
generalize, kind of generalized, but everybody reads the mail.
Everybody reads the mail. Yeah, you're killing me over here. Hey, everybody reads the mail. And everybody goes into Pow Talk. Everybody supports Pow Talk. Like I say, nothing's going to change. So what we know yesterday is we're going to know tomorrow. I mean, we're not new to this. Nobody's illiterate to this game. I mean, we're up to date of what's going on. We know pretty much the 15, 20 people that's going to be running for this. We know what they're capable of. We know pretty much where they're talking, where their skips flowing. And then, you know, we just wanted this to be the people voting. We didn't want to put ourselves in a situation to where it was me and Mr. Daytona voting, and then a lot of havoc start out of that right there. So you, the people, you, the viewers, you, the radio ear listeners, you're the ones that's going to be voting. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I said earlier is we were going to be monitoring what is actually going on. And it's not like it's prison. We're not coming to you and saying, hey, what's up with it? All we're going to do is we're going to do it in an open forum. Everybody knows how I roll. If, say, you got a person out there on a 5-pill that ain't busted a grape, and I see that dude out there that's got 60% votes over a guy like Pocono's Pimp, and I know what Pocono's Pimp's been doing because I've been keeping up with Pocono's Pimp and this and that. The only thing I'm going to do to you is I'm just going to come to the room with a case and a suitcase, okay, and you're going to have to prove to me of why this guy is over the top side of Pocono's pen.
We're going to take.
Nothing. I didn't hear anything.
Well, I forget it. I was saying we're going to take him to court.
Okay, I heard that. Okay. So yeah, we're going to take them to court, and I'm going to do it in an open forum. I'm going to ask them in front of everybody. We're not going to pull nobody to the side. That's why this video is all done live, because this is live and in living color. We don't edit this shit. This shit is straight from the hip. It just is what it is. And if I see some flaw shit, I'm just going to call it out as flaw right in front of everybody. And you're going to have to tell me why it's going the way it's going. And then we'll deal with it when it gets to that point. So that's why I'm asking everybody on a mature adult level, if you have somebody out there that, put your feelings aside. If you feel like you can't be fair, don't even vote. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you can't give that person a fair shot, just don't vote. Just keep doing you, keep doing the room, keep doing the way you've been doing, and leave the voting out of it and just kind of skip around this shit. This is not for you. Your feelings are involved in it. And if you can't set your feelings aside, like I have, like Daytona has, we're not even running in this, because it'll create a bunch of havoc, So just stay away from it. That's all we're saying.
Now I'm going to try to get through this, but it's only going to be for channel 6, 27.025. That's what the regions are for. The competition's for. There was another thing I wanted to touch base on is, you don't like a person. We're trying to make this 100% radio. If you don't like the person, but the dude got a hammer, hey, just vote for. We're doing it based on radio, because I know there's a lot of cliques. There's a lot of guys that don't like certain guys. There's a lot of stuff going on that to me is kind of like it's petty and it's bullshit. I want radio. Even if you don't like them, vote for them. Like this as fair as possible. So that's why I just want to put my 2 cents on that.
And another thing too, anybody from any channel, if you're from 11, if you're from 26, if you're from 6, if you're from channel 28, it don't matter. It don't matter. If you want to get into this competition and you're in the northeast corner and you feel that your station can run in this competition, by all means, it's free game for you to get into this competition. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be driven. It's gonna be 6 based. You know what I'm saying? So if you're on 28, or if you're on 11, or you're on this channel or that channel, you're gonna have to come to 6. You're gonna have to put the work in on 6. You're gonna have to stay on 6, and you're gonna have to take off on 6. Because when we started this podcast, we made it very clear that this was CB radio across the band. So I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to be biased, and I'm not going to say, oh no, this guy from channel 28, if he wants to come to 6, he can't do that because you're a 28 skip talk. No. That's bullshit. If your station can run in this competition and you can talk on channel 6 and you can compete on this level in 6, and you're in the northeast corner region, by all means, you have my blessing to run in this competition.
Absolutely.
So that was text, so I answered
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it fun for us. Yourselves. Me and Jimmy have nothing to do with it. I want to reiterate that. I want to make it very, very clear. We just brought this up as a good, clean competition for Channel 6. You guys ultimately are the ones that are going to be voting. So you're going to do the nominations and you're going to do the voting. It's all going to come down. Say about the nominations, we're going to numbers on them the following week. Such and such had 6 nominations. Such and such had 10 nominations. And if anybody wants to see where we got that from, they could go to the show and they could count them themselves. Or if not, you're just going to have to trust us, because we're going to have the IT people, ladies, count those. And if you guys don't believe it, you guys could to rectify it and see that what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. It's pretty much, it's all legit. We're running an open across the board, trying to keep it as fair as we can. You see that I called out all the Canadian skip talkers and guys up there. Hey, listen, that's my mistake. I take that hit. So we'll have to get with them guys. But I'm telling you right now, we'll go ahead and we'll put them guys in a 12th region. I have no problem running 12 regions. We run 12 regions. We just run 12 regions, you know. And I've already touched base across that. It's just not going to stop with those 12. We're going to take those 12 winners, and then we're going to hash them back out, and we're going to make a world boss out of those 12 winners. So you guys, listen, stay tuned. We got a lot of good things coming. I don't know if you can post that. Can you pull that up for the CB television show? Can you pull that up and put that up there in the screen?
Actually, don't have that. Let me see. Actually, we don't have that ready. We don't have that ready, but you could talk about it a little bit if you want. Just give it a little.
Look, we got real big things coming. We really do. Around the corner, we have a CB show. It's going to be 24 hours. Shout out to Bobby Blackjack, our producer, Blackjack Productions. You know, shout out to him for taking us and getting us up and getting us going. So big ups to him. You know, you got a lot of guys that helped along the way. Shout out to Prime Minister, turned us on to his music, you know, supported us fully, you know, when we first come in here and got rolling. So, I mean, listen, got a lot of good things coming for you guys. This is not for me. This is not for 413. This is for you guys. We wanted to bring big energy to the band, and this is how we felt that we could be useful. So, you know, it's all for you guys. So it is what it is. Like I say, if anybody's got anything that they want to hit me up, UK show. Okay, yeah, we'll get with that, Postman. We'll get with that. If anybody's got any more questions and they want to talk off record about this, I have no problem with you. Most of all you guys have my direct cell phone number. I did put the United Kingdom in there. United Kingdom is in there in their own region. They will be running in their own region. So a trophy will be going to the guys in the United Kingdom. But if anybody's got anything else that they want to get with me on the side, pull Mr. Daytona to the side. We have no problem talking level playing field with anybody that has any questions about anything that we brought to the table tonight. Our phones are always on, and we're always open for new ideas and talk. Another thing that I want to touch base with is we have Motormouth Mall. Big shout out to him. He's going to be on the show Friday night, and we're going to have him in here, and we're going to learn a lot of stuff. We're going to hear his story. We're going to be able to catch up with him from front to start, from start to finish. And so all you guys, you know, tune in. Hey, we're loved by some, we're hated by most, you know, but every one of us, we have a unique character about us, and we all bring something to the table. Every one of us have something that's unique about us. That's what makes us CBers, you know. And we all bring something to the table into the playing field. So you guys, like I say, he's going to be up in here with us. We're going to try to have a real good show for you guys. So Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys stick around, stay tuned.
Yep.
Listen, and I'll tell you another thing. Oh, you there? You going? You talking?
Yeah, I was going to say something real quick before you signed off. I know you touched on Blackjack TV, just stuff that's coming, big stuff coming. I know you touched a little bit on it, but we're working on not only the big, also working on a whole on Blackjack TV. Have, you know, Channel 28 is going to have their own channel, their own slot. There's going to be a tech talk show. We got big things coming, so you guys stay tuned, because it's going to be not just the Big Hammer show. It's going to be 24-hour shows of CB related relations. You know, everything CB related. Let me. We're going to go back retro, talk about radios, a show about radios, a show about antennas, tech talk. So we're going to have a diversity, not just a Big Hammer show. And also look out for merch coming out. We're going to have some Big Hammer t-shirts. We're going to go to the breaks, probably the Cow Pasture, probably Louisiana. I'll probably set up a table, IT, a little bit of probably, you know, support us and rock the shirts. Again, I'm going to show you what kind of the shirt kind of looks like. If you want to look at it real quick, this is what it's going to look like right there. It's one of them. That's one of the designs. That's just one of the designs. But anyway, we got big things coming, and this competition on the regions and the World Boss. Also, and real quick, I got Postmaster. If you want me to bring him, I'm gonna bring him up real quick because I got a couple questions for him right quick, if that's okay, Jimmy.
Yeah, no, go. I don't know how you're doing in the viewer world. I mean, on my end, you're breaking up real bad, so it might just be my end. I don't know.
Okay. We're just gonna roll it right now. Hold on, because now I got the T in the background. What's up, Mr. Post?
Hey, g'day there, 413. G'day, Jimmy. How you going?
Doing well, my brother. Hey, Jimmy, I don't know if I'm breaking up. If you wanted to go ahead and ask him a call, we're gonna have Mr. Postman. He's gonna be our what'd you call yourself?
Roving reporter.
I know in March 18th, the guys are gonna have like a
You-
little
you-
break over there.
You'll break.
All right, go ahead, Jim. You're gonna have to ask him, brother.
Yeah. So I'll be.
So everybody, y'all say good evening to
Jimmy's
the
breaking
to
up
the
to me now.
06. I'm breaking up now. Jesus.
Well, no, now you're
What
clear,
about
bro.
Okay, what about now? There you go. Okay, everybody, we got Mr.
Yeah, no.
06.
Go for it, Jimmy. Go for it.
Wow, this is all over.
Hey, yeah, no. It's been frustrating for the last half an hour to 40 minutes, but yeah. So I'm heading over to Hawaii for the Big Island break. The meet and greet. It's the second annual meet and greet that they're having, and I thought I'd take my podcasting studio with me and see if I can't do something to contribute.
No, it sounds good. It sounds good. I had told all the viewers earlier that you were going to be over there, and you were going to be like kind of like the grounds guy, the soldier on the ground, and you were going to be enlightening us and bringing a lot of literature and a lot of big energy, through video back to us here on the show. So I think it's a real super good thing that you're doing, and I'm sure the viewers, they think the same as well. But when you see them guys, let them know that we think a lot about them, and we definitely got them guys included in all this stuff to the fullest, and nothing's going to go unlooked or unnoticed.
Yeah, 100%. Look, most of them are aware, and reality is, look, what you guys are doing, like I've said before, to both of you, you're making radio as one again. That's the best way I can put it. We're all in it for the same thing.
Right.
All this bickering that goes on needs to basically come to a halt, man. And we're one big we're one big family.
Right. Well, I mean, a lot of guys don't understand where the bickering comes from, but I'll sum it up real quick. Anytime you have a competitive sport, whether you're at the track, you're running bikes in a quarter mile, or you're running race cars or go-karts or NASCAR or whatever, there's a competitive sport involved. I mean, there's going to be a level of what is that? Testosterone or whatever, with guys that's involved. Yeah, testosterone or whatever it is. All right, okay. I got a rotten prostate anyway, so I don't know all that shit, right? So, anyways, check this out. So I mean, it's just a high level sport, man, and we're basically drag racing boxes that don't go nowhere. We're basically drag racing our mouths. Yeah. So the only way that we really can hurt somebody is with our what? Our mouth. That's where we cut you. That's where we beat you up. That's where we hit you. That's where we slap you, and I don't know, there's guys running around doing other shit, but we'll get to that down the road. Anyways, we get you with our mouth before we get you with anything else. They're 14.
100%, man. Absolutely. But anyway, all right, look, I'm pulled over on the side of the road, surrounded by lots of other trucks. I just wanted to get in there and say good day to all the viewers. Keep on spreading the word, because there's plenty of CBers out there that don't even realize this shit's on. Share it around. Let them know, because there's a wealth of information that's already been shared amongst the current viewers, and there's so much more that we're going to learn over the coming episodes there, guys.
Yes, sir.
No, I appreciate that.
Appreciate
Cool. Go ahead.
looking forward to seeing you over there in Hawaii, and I appreciate you, brother. We're
So
going to sit
yeah.
down with you over there when we get to Hawaii also.
Yeah, so
Sign off, Jimmy.
again, just recapping, I'm going to be there for. Before you're going to sign off. Oh, I was going to recap. Are we signing off, or am I still there?
No, you're still there. Go ahead.
All right, so recap. March 17th, which is a Friday, I will be at the Big Island and potentially setting up. If I can get a 5G or 4G connection, I'll try and hook up with you guys and with multiple webcams, give you a look at where they're setting up, what they're setting up. The Hawaiians definitely do it a little bit different to conventional breaks, but it's going to be something that's sensational either way. So that's on the Friday. On the Saturday is when they do the meet and greet, and yeah, I will be rolling a video, and if anyone's going to be up for an interview, a brief one, I will do an interview with some OG operators from over in Hawaii, and purely it comes back to if they want to be interviewed or not. So that's about it. So Look forward to next Friday, guys. Or not next Friday, following Friday. But yeah, anyway, look forward to doing it with you.
Right. We appreciate everything you do and you doing the Hawaii stuff for us and wanting to be a part of this. So, hey, man, appreciate everything you do. It's not going unnoticed. But a shout out to all the people in the room. Real quick, 413 still having a lot of technical problems over there. So I see the text coming in about that. And he's going to have to buy me a beer making me do all this damn talking up here. But anyways, that's my dog. But check this out. So I want to give a shout out to everybody in the room, supporting the room. Postman hasn't broke up yet. He got great connect. Jimmy, you need his plug. Okay, Mr. Smith. All right. 2105, what's going on, my brother? Hey, but real quick, listen, you guys, so we swapped rooms and got away from the other room. We're not going to discard that room. We're going to keep that room because that room's been around since 2013, but we had to get this room right here because it'll allow us to post and do things in this room. You guys go back, do what you got to do and become a member in this room. Make sure you join this room. Make sure you like and share this what we got going on right here. A lot of guys come in, you know, some guys don't even post. Some guys post, but they don't like nothing. They don't share nothing, you know. So we gotta support the room if you're going to be a part of this and put work into this, because I mean, it's a lot. We're doing a lot to bring you this knowledge and all this stuff and literature. So, you know, appreciate everything you guys that you do. And I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to get on with it.
All right, good joining you guys. Have a great evening. It's a little bit after lunchtime, 1 o'clock or something like that, 1:30 in the afternoon here. Look forward to
Nothing. I got nothing. You're on mute.
All right, There you go. Jimmy, I need you to come over here and fix my Wi-Fi. But hey, check it out. Clean slate, northeast corner.
You're killing me, bro. You're killing me.
Clean slate starts right now. T-minus 30 days, we will have the Northeast region champ with the Hammer Trophy. Okay?
Right.
You got that? Did you hear that?
I heard that. Heard that.
Okay.
It starts right now. So you guys out there, this is it. There ain't no crying. There ain't really no time to go by. I mean, it's run what you got at this point. I mean, if you're going to take off with this shit, it's time to get off the pot, and it's time to make it happen. So, I mean, you know, we're going to keep our end of the deal. Whoever winds up with this, you know, I'll be sending you a hammer. You're going to get a hammer on a plaque. So I don't know what kind of funky-fied ass box I got to ship this shit in. Yeah, I still got to worry about that. When the guy gets done building this shit, you know, I mean, I talked to this guy. And he's like, how many did you want me to build? And at first we said, oh, just build 2 of them, build 2 of them. Then I went back to him the other day and I said, I don't know, man. I think you need to build like 10 of them. So now I got to go back to him and I say, man, I need a total about 12 or 13 of these damn things, because if one gets messed up in shipping, I want to have an extra one or 2 extra ones to where, you know, I'm not hung out to dry on sending somebody what they've earned. So, you know, there's a lot into this, you guys. I don't know if the mind really thinks about things like that, but you know, we've put a hell of a show together, and a lot of entertainment and a lot of time goes into this to make this happen with the producer and just the ITs. And thank God for these women. I mean, because real talk, I mean, most of us are, you know, we can go out there and hook a CB radio up. We can do this and put an antenna on a damn ass pipe. But when it comes to these PCs, I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm kind of like PC illiterate, you know. So I can work an iPhone, but it takes all I can do to type. So it just is.
Real quick, some of the comments, when we're out there fighting, and that's kind of going to be one of the criteria. You know, the criteria pretty much is going to be, you have to have a big hammer, you have to be able to maintain the QSO. No personal stuff with anybody. We're going to try to keep it clean. And that's pretty much it. Hold the QSO, have a big hammer, and stay consistent. And your name, I guarantee your name will be in there in those stations.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, I mean, look, I mean, we've covered pretty much everything that we wanted to cover. I don't know how long we've been on. We've been on an hour. Man, we wasn't supposed to be on, but like for 15 or 20 minutes. We've covered pretty much everything. Hey, it's time to get off the pot, you guys. Bad attitude. Good evening to you and your wife. The guys up in here from United Kingdom, they're up in here. D-Rail's up in the house. So y'all want the gate here instead of no. Listen, hey, D-Rail, no, we're not saying that. What we're saying is, if you guys take time to post them gates in JD's, post them in here's too. I don't want to take nothing from JD's page. Let me make that clear again. I do not want to take anything away from JD's page. Okay?
You can click JD's page and add us on there. You know what I mean? We don't want to take anything away from anybody. Matter of fact, we encourage to put Gates on JD's page, because he's pretty much the platform on it at all in terms of Watergate. So throw them there. You want to go to JD's Watergates, throw them there. Shout out to everybody we're doing this for the hobby. We're just saying to give it to us so we could have a better concentrated area of the Watergates where everybody can go see themselves. But don't stop going to JD's Watergate page, because we go there. But at the same time, with us, so it could come to us.
There's one question up there that I see. It says, can you be disqualified? I don't really want to even think to that point. Can you be disqualified? You know, because I hope it don't come down to that point. Most of everybody knows how I am. I made it kind of clear, you know, as long as you don't come with no shiggity, as long as you don't disqualified. Yeah, well, I mean, like, so you got people, you got viewers out there that they might, you know, feel some type of way, and then some other people might start co-signing with them, and then some shiggity get brought to the table, you know. And if we get to that point, nothing's going to be disqualified. We're just going to call you out on it, or we're going to call the voter out on it, and we're just going to put you on Front Street, and then everybody knows what's going on. But as far as disqualifying, I think we're way past that. I think we're way more mature than that. Pretty much everybody understands how this game runs. We know we bitch. We know we cry. We know we complain. Yeah. But the game still is the game at the end of the day. So, I mean, pretty much everybody, we all know each other on a personal level in here. So I don't think it's going to even get to that kind of point or nothing like that. I got some guys that's hitting me up on the side wanting to know who's paying for all this stuff. Pretty much me and Mr. Daytona, all the way down to the T. We've laid this whole thing out, and we're funding it all of ourselves. You know, if some of you guys want to donate, you can get with me on the side. You can get with him on the side. We can put a cash up. We can put a cash app together. Put a cash app up in the room or whatever. You know, if that's what it takes. If some of you guys feel like y'all want to donate or something like that, but nobody come to the table, you know, asking for handouts or nothing like that. So, I mean, we can get with you on the side about any of that. And that's for the guys that's asking me in the PMs right now about that. So
We could give you for sure. Another question is, if instead of putting water gates, if you guys, somebody said if we could go live on the Big Hammer Show page and on Facebook, yes, you could go in there and go do live feeds if you want to. It ain't gonna hurt it. It'll actually help your cause. So if you want to go in there and do.
And I have another guy that's asking me, number 3 in the Carolinas. He's wanting to know, what if people don't have a gating system? What if the people don't have a gating system? Well, I mean, I don't run a gating system. I've never ran really a gating system. A lot of people know. We know what people's doing out there. We're reading the mail. I read the mail every day when I'm home. 413 talk Skip every day. 413's around the radio every day. We're in the rooms every day. We're in POW Talk every day. I'm in Prime's room every day. I'm in Bus Driver's room every day. We make multiple calls with multiple people. My networking is huge. You know, I talk to probably 50 CBers a day. So, I mean, we're going to know what's going on. Nobody's going to go unnoticed. If you want to put the work in, we're going to know right off the bat who the 15 most competitive people are coming into this game and running up on these 30 days and who they are and what they're going to do. You got anything else, Mr. Daytona?
That's it, man. Keep them hammers ready. It starts today. And looking forward to hearing some good Watergate, some good clean fights, some good QSO going, and excited. I'm excited for everybody in the Northeast corner because I know there's a whole bunch of competition up there. Personally, I can name 15 stations right off the top of my head, and I know it's going to be going on up in the Northeast corner, man, because that Northeast corner to me. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys bring to the table. The guys that haven't been around for a while are getting excited and putting things together to come out here and join the party. I'm excited to hear old stations, as long as guys that come maybe from Channel 28 that want to join the party. It's a clean slate for everybody.
Right. So look, you guys, if you want to run live feed in there, like I said, put your live video in there. You know, just be mindset that, you know, other people are probably wanting to do it. You know, don't just be like one person try to like hog it up all day. You know, and just do what you got to do, man. Lay it off in there. The room is for you guys. There's no room without you guys. That's the main thing that I always said in POW Talk. POW Talk, the people in POW Talk make the rooms. You know what I'm saying? So without you guys and without your love and without your support and without you following the room and supporting the room, there's no room. You know what I'm saying? There's no show. If me and Mr. Daytona want to get on here and just talk to each other, you know, there's no room without you guys. So you are the room. So take care of the room, you know, do what you got to do, tighten your game up, and let's have fun. Let's have fun with it, guys. Let's get these guys what they're all wanting. A damn big ass hammer. That's right.
Don't forget, Friday, 8 p.m., we're going to have Motormouth Mall. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope we got some. If you guys have any questions, you could PM us at the Big Show, the Big Hammer Show. Just PM us. We'll get back to you. Whatever questions you got, I'll be glad to answer you guys. So until Friday, y'all have a good one. God bless y'all and keep that hammer down.
I got one more thing. I want to give New Kid a shout out. New Kid has helped us out a tremendous, you know, being a guy on the ground, doing a bunch of leg work and, you know, gathering a lot of stuff for us on the sides and just helping us out a lot. Big shout out to him. Man, you've been a big help. Appreciate everything you bring to the table, bro.
Yes, sir. Till then, we'll see y'all Friday.
Yeah, we'll catch everybody Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Motormouth Mall will be up in the house. God bless. We'll see you then.